going? Are we live? J-Mar? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here. Which one? This one.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in the house. Camel Livestream. We are so excited. We've got Pantene's Man of the Year.
I'm back.
He's back. That's because everyone reckons he was pretty hot and sexy. Plus he knows more than me, so we brought him back, right? And then the spiritual voice of the camel.
Yeah.
The calming influence of this bloke. Oh!
We're there now.
Hang on. This is too hard.
Yeah.
J-Mar.
You have a monitor. You have a monitor.
I have a monitor, so I'm going to look at it. Anyway, the spiritual voice, the calming influence, the ever so wonderful, sensational melody. Ah! See, because you know what it was? I've got to be honest with you, but what people commented was that the technical prowess of the Camel Livestream went up about 200%.
Yeah.
Really?
100 here, 100 here.
Come on.
Because I'm an idiot and I know nothing. And we also gain credibility. Because everything I can say can be taken with a grain of salt when it comes to technology. So today we've got J-Mar, who's superstar, who's organised all these new cameras and microphones and everything. And we've got Clarissa, who's over there, who's ready to press thumbs up, thumbs down and find out stuff for me. And today, folks, before we get underway, what are we going to talk about today? We're going to do some feather ruffling with the AI update. I've got to give that a name.
Yeah, you should. It's a regular thing now.
Yeah.
Right? I'll give it a name and a bit of a drum roll, please. Welcome to AI. You know, echoing.
Yeah.
And all that. You know,
You should have a thumbnail appearing right
a
there.
thumbnail, right? All the
A
gear.
voiceover, everything.
Yeah, I think that's what it should be. Bit of mysterious music in the background with potentially, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, quick hello, I love you, Moomy, the beautiful Annie, my audience of 2. Oh, we're already getting people. Hey, oh my God.
Welcome.
Royalty from Louisville.
Yeah.
Is it Louisville?
You're
No, he's not
early
in
now.
Louisville.
No, I think it's
Louisiana.
Is it Louisiana?
I was thinking of Denver, Colorado,
Yeah.
Louisville, right? But I've just insulted AJ because he's a southerner,
Yeah.
right? Originally, he's been in Texas the last few days. Yep, but no horse,
Oh.
right? What sort of a giddy-up person are you, AJ? Anyway, doesn't matter. Just in case I upset you and Mandy gets on the phone and smashes me. Love you, glad you're here, and no doubt there'll be a few more. What we're going to do is, drum roll, please. Let's get stuck into AI.
Yeah. I like
We should
that.
record that.
Yeah. That should be the regular thing.
Now, what are we going to talk about? I'm actually very serious today.
Okay.
I'm going to be serious. Now, if you're in the Duder Agency business and you're in Europe or you're in the US, you'd very well know about GDPR, right? Which is the General Data Protection Regulation, right? Of which is in Europe. And what they wanted to do is, you wouldn't believe this, they wanted to protect us consumers. That's a shock to my system. And what they decided that Facebook and a few others were taking all their information, and you're not going to believe this, they were using it.
Really?
I know that's a shock to the system. So anyway, in Europe, they decided to start this GDPR, and just let alone, right, Meta, formerly Facebook, just last month alone got $1.2 billion in fines. Now, is that a drop in the bucket for Meta? Yes. But it's not small change, right? 1.2 billion, that's big money. It's euro. That's only $2 billion US. All because they cop fines. Now, what has happened is that the European Union and all that sort of stuff has actually realised AI is a bit of a threat. And they've decided, out of everyone, that they're going to start putting together some regulations and all this sort of thing. And why are they doing it? This is a statement they made. While big tech companies are sounding the alarm over their own creation, Europe has gone ahead and proposed a concrete response to the risks of AI that are starting to pose. Because, you know, it's not something that's coming a year from now. It's already here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? And already AI is like the catchphrase for anything.
Yeah, it's too powerful now.
I mean, it's crazy. You go to McDonald's and they say, would you like AI with that?
Yeah.
You know?
Everything is now with AI.
I mean, everything's AI. I mean, you two are too young, but you would have remembered back in 1999, right? The year 2000, they had a thing called the Millennium Bug, right? And everything was Y2K, right? So anything that was out there, Burger King, Hungry Jack, you name it, right? Any bit of technology was Y2K ready. It was all a farce. They said that in the 31st of December at 12 p.m., every computer in the world will go down. Right?
Oh.
Because they said that when they initially set up the clocks and everything that make the CPUs run, I'll sound technical there.
Yeah.
Huh? You impressed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am actually.
Yeah, I don't know what it means. But anyway, right, what happens is that once the millennium hit, all computers in the world will crash because the clocks were never set up to go to 1st of the 1st, 2000. They were only going to go. Anyway, so everywhere you looked was Y2K. So this is what's happening with AI. Now, how bad has it been? At the Yale Summit this week, more than 40% of business leaders, including Walmart's Chief Executive Doug McMillan, Coca-Cola's CEO James Quincy, said AI had the potential to destroy humanity 5 to 10 years from now.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a bold statement.
It's bold.
Yeah.
Do I believe it? Things go better with Coke, folks, right? And the fact about it is, there is so many good things about AI, but there is a threat. Exactly. And what's the threat? The little itty-bitty scumbags, right? It's not the big guys that'll do wonderful things to help our productivity, help us with SEO and Google bots and chats and blah and all that sort of. They're not the fear. The fear is the little scumbag who decides that he's going to get someone famous, use someone else's body and their head, right, and get them to say terrible things.
Yeah.
Or they're going to take pictures. You look at the thing with Conor McGregor on the weekend. There's a video out of him dragging some lady into things. Now, I don't think Conor McGregor is that stupid that in front of all these people with billions of dollars at stake that he would risk himself doing that.
True.
And this is the sort of thing that everyone's worried about, this deep fake technology.
Yeah.
Right? And the ability for you writing things that you say.
Yeah.
And you didn't say it. So that's what the European Union is going to do. They're going to start protecting us, right? And as they said in their statement, to promote the uptake of human-centric and trustworthy artificial intelligence to ensure a high level of protection, health, safety, fundamental rights, democracy, and a rule of law, and the environment from harmful effects. Because when you work it out, right, this is the problem. Social media's got a problem anyway, and that is,
by default.
the biggest problem with social media these days, you are guilty by social media trial,
Yeah.
right? It's going to get worse
For sure.
with AI. Because next thing you know, that someone can buy some software, download it for free.
Yeah.
All right, and next thing, do you know one of the biggest problems out there right now with AI? Child pornography. Can you believe it? Child pornography is one of the biggest problems at the moment with AI. Why? They're using little itty bitty kids, right, putting other faces on it that they grab off the internet and creating all this bad, naughty stuff, right?
That's just wrong.
It's so wrong.
Yeah.
But imagine it going even further where, again, Melody, who's the spiritual voice and reason calm, all of a sudden somebody doesn't like Melody
Yeah.
and decides that they'll put Melody's head on top of another body of Melody drinking at some bar and getting drunk.
Yeah.
All right? Now, we all know that's not possible.
Yeah.
right? But then, because of trial by social media, using AI, Melody has to prove it didn't happen. But guess what, Melody? Your life is over. Even if you're innocent. Because AI, social media, has killed you. And that's what the EU want to stop. Now, why are we supporting the EU on this? Because no one else is doing it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't see the USA getting up and saying, we're going to stop this stuff.
Yeah.
Right? What are they worried about? They're worried about Joe Biden falling down the stairs or something like that. Or they're worried about Donald Trump. Or they're worried about this. They're worried about that. It's all crazy. When what they should be worried about is this. Because this is important, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so that's my bit on the AU. Next thing. I found this out. This shocked me. ChatGPT, which is controlling a lot of this. The CTO of ChatGPT is not named Harry. It's not a bloke. Ooh. It's a young, sensational woman. Her name is Mira Moriarty. Now, we should know this lady. Moriarty. M-U-R-A-T-I? Moriarty.
Yeah, Moriarty.
We should know. She used to work for Tesla. Right? Anyway, she is the driver behind all the technology of ChatGPT. That woman, we should be keeping an eye on her. Right? Now,
she's very powerful, right?
Oh, she's powerful, man. See?
Represent.
Look at it. Talk about equality, folks. Right? This gal, it's a gal.
Yeah.
A gal. Controlling our destiny. And the women, what, you reckon because she's a woman, she's going to be honest and have high integrity? And you think?
That really depends on the person.
Oh,
regardless.
See, that is the value, moral driver of the camel speaking.
Yeah.
It all depends on what she's like as a person.
Yeah.
All right, away you go. Now, what does she say, though? This is what she's saying. Our mission is to get artificial general intelligence and figure out how to deploy that safely, she said, referring to a future software that could perform a range of cognitive tasks of human level and, quote, so we're always very careful not to lose sight of that. Do you trust it?
That's very, wow. If they can make that happen.
Great.
Yeah.
But here's my point. They want to have their cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
Because what they're doing is, on one hand, they're saying, we've got to be careful. We should make sure it's controlled. On the other hand, how many would you like? Right? And they're saying, would you like fries with that? Which is AI. It's crazy. So, yes, we trust her. We think it'll be great. She's up there. She's got a great, pedigree of running great companies and doing good things. What's the matter, Joe, mate? Oh, you put a picture up. Yeah, go. Put a picture up. That's what Joe Rogan does. Ooh. Hey, OpenAI's Mira Moriarty, the woman charged with pushing AI. See? That's what she's so powerful.
Yeah.
When you think about it. She's got more power than a president of the United States. I'm telling you. Because she's got this incredible thing that will rock our technology world. I love it. And what is her number one fear? Exactly what I just talked about. The spread of AI-generated manipulation and misinformation. That's what they're all scared of. Okay, so she says she supports the use of technical guardrails to reduce, erase, or even prevent some of these dangers. But would you like 2 or 3 with that? They're pushing all this stuff, but on the other hand, they say, we've got to be careful.
Yeah.
Right? But it costs $1 million a day to run ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Now, right? $1 million a day.
Yeah, because there's a lot of users now.
Oh, it's crazy.
Before.
Alrighty. Now, before we go to our chat, just want to give a quick Duda App Chat shout out. Right? Yeah. Have you got the Duda App Chat there? The picture? Just give a quick shout out for this.
Ooh.
Okay. Where is it? Is it up? Huh?
Yes.
Go? Drag it across? Okay.
There you go.
We've got to give this guy a shout out because he's a bit cheeky, this bloke.
Why?
Right? I love his cheekiness. He made a post on the Duda Facebook page, which you're not allowed to do. But
the bitterness.
Yeah, and normally me and AJ are sitting there with, putting their hand up saying, "Oh, not him, get rid of him, get rid of him." And normally Scotty, right? Scotty's got the finger on the finger of power on the delete button, right? But anyway, we've got to give him 10 points because actually, yes, he was promoting it, but it's a good product, all right? Squeaky Web Analytics available in the App Store. Why is it good? One, they give a lot of information. Google Analytics 4 is coming up. A lot of work to do. A lot of stuff you can do in the background. Now, you can come to someone like TheCamel. We just did hundreds and hundreds and hundreds with our digital marketing team. But this thing, it's a good thing, right? There's a free thing. Are you going up and down, up and down? Key benefits. It's incredibly friendly. Analytics suite. Analyse the impact changes make. Does all wonderful things. So, do yourself a favour. Go to the App Store.
It's GDPR compliant as well.
It's GDPR compliant. Can you see anything that says, would you like an AOA with that?
No.
All right, it's probably somewhere. But anyway, this is good stuff, right? And the starter is even cheap. It's not a bad thing. So AJ, if you're out there, right, back me on this one, son. It's worth looking at. So that was my Do the App chat. Now, next on our beautiful live stream, these two have been patiently waiting. Hang on, we're going to go with this camera.
Move the camera.
It's an awkward angle, actually.
Well, actually, you know, Joe, if I
Just
turn
have to
like
lean
that,
back.
you see my big nose.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like these two cameras. I'm a very vain man.
Is it a big point?
It is big.
Pointy.
It's pointy.
You know Filipinos like that because we
Did you
don't
know?
have that.
Did you know that your nose is the only thing that continues to grow once you get past a certain age?
Really?
Yep. And when you die, you're like this. Your hair continues to grow. So do your fingernails.
You made
Who's
a
that?
very weird face just now.
I tried to imagine.
Why don't we do a camel chat with Squeaky? Actually, I'm thinking about it. Because I love the man's, as I say, Kulyanis, right, that he got up and he actually typed away. And normally you get a flogging, AJ, but he didn't, right? Because it was good information. He pushed a little bit too hard, but I mean, we all do. AJ, you do, naughty boy. Anyway, it's all good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these two here, what are you here for? Hairdressing.
Yeah, basically just.
You do hairdressing tips today.
Nah, don't shampoo your hair every day.
Has your girlfriend got hair longer than you?
Mine is longer actually.
Does she look after hers like you look after yours?
Probably I look after mine a lot more.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do you share Pantene hose?
Nah, we use different brands.
Oh my God. What is her brand? Not that we really should mention it because
Yeah.
we're sponsored by Pantene.
Yeah, it's a different brand.
Okay,
That's what I use.
it's a different brand, folks. We don't mention it. Melody, you good?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
So today we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of support. Da-da-da-da-da-da. What did you press the drums?
Yeah.
Did you press the drums?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we've had the drum roll. So what I want to talk about today, just quickly,
Just quickly, I
The
love
three of
that.
us.
I've just gone through 20 minutes.
I don't think that the three of us is a combination that defines quickly.
We can't do quickly.
Yeah.
But quickly is a very different measurement than others.
You know, we're only licensed for 30 minutes and we went 40
Yeah.
last week. We're going to get to Joe Rogan. We'll go to 2 hours.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan does 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, but he smokes cigars.
Yeah. When we have the long table, the
He's
coffee and the table.
Coming soon! Right, we're going to upgrade. We're going to talk to Brando. We're going to get a big round
Yeah.
table. We're going to have headphones on. We're going to look professional.
Sneak
Rather than,
peek.
right? And don't forget my plastic chair. Wherever I go, my plastic chair
Yeah.
goes. Now, what we want to talk about is the Camel, right? Being a solutions partner for Duda, being world famous.
Yeah.
World famous, right? So the bloke over there is world famous. Anyway, one of the biggest parts of the Camel's business is support, right? Because people want to talk to us about fixing things, building things, doing things. And for the last 10 years, we've had some good, we've had some bad, and we've had some downright ugly
Yeah.
support. So, without using names, addresses, telephone numbers, what we're going to do is probably drop in a couple of bad times. Can you think of a bad story?
Well, It's mostly when they don't know what they actually want, or you know what? I'll change that. It's for me. It's more on when we give them the code, we
Yep.
give them how long it'll take. They come back to us. No, that should be easy. What do you want me to do? I laid out the times. I laid out what we'll do. It's all in there. It's basically why it will take that long and that much. And you come back to me. That should be easy. That should be quick. It should take around 15 minutes to do. And by that point, I'm wondering, you came to us, and now you're telling me that it's easy, and you can do it for 15 minutes, and we've been conversing for a day. So if you could have done that
Yeah,
within
why
15
not?
minutes, why not?
Okay, so we've got to ask Melody. You reckon the biggest problem is they all think it's PowerPoint?
Yeah, and I think also another thing that we have experienced a lot of times is sometimes they do know what they want, but the problem is they don't say it.
No.
And they expect us to suddenly have an epiphany, realizing, oh, this is what the client wants.
Epiphany. I
Yeah,
like that.
they're just saying, hey, I want this to look more better. Can you do that for me? And we're like, sure, we can make great designs for you. We send it to them, and they're like, that's not what I want. And it's like, you just said you want it beautiful. We made it better.
Yeah.
If you just told us right away what you had in mind, we wouldn't be in this conversation.
It's crazy. Do you think that they consider it that one of your skills is mind reading?
Probably, yeah. Because, downright, we talked about it. A safe play, we do proposals every time.
Yeah.
So our scope of work is clearly written in there. So if they ask something back that's not there, hang on. But I told you that this is how it's going to work. But we specified that as well. So, it gets a little tricky.
Yeah.
And, the thing about it is we're a solutions partner. So technically, we should actually voice out our opinion and tell them what's better. But just like what we said last week, it's their side.
It's their side.
Yeah, so...
Away you go.
Yeah.
What about a crystal ball? Do you think you should have a crystal ball so you see what's going on?
Here's the thing, if AI hasn't developed it yet, there's no chance we're going to do it.
No. It's got to be AI. Everything's AI. But the thing that gets me, I actually, one of the things I learned, and I'm technically useless. Okay, let's agree on that. Okay, the closest I get to technology is watching The Matrix. That's it. And Bruce Willis' Die Hard 4. Right? You know, when the computer hacker blows up everything, all this stuff. That's the closest I get to technology. Anyway, I never ceases to amaze me especially when it's a custom coded thing.
Yeah.
And what will happen is that they'll do what Hero just said, and that is, it should be easy, right? Now, what they realise, it's only a bit of code.
You just
It's a
clap,
couple
clap,
of
clap,
Yeah, you
clap.
just da, and you put a couple of those dots, dashes, star, hashtag, whatever, right? But what they don't understand, and I got this explained to me by the guru, Trek.
Yeah.
He said, boss, what you got to understand, if you got a line of code that's that long, and there's zillions of other bits of code to make the site do something, if you add something in there, that's going to change the chain of events, something in there. So it's not that simple.
Yeah.
The second part about it is, if you get a bug,
Yeah.
and let's say we didn't build it, it's not our widget, or it's not our thing. Say this, it's like, what was that movie? I can't remember. It's like going on a wonderful journey. It could take you hours and hours and hours to find the little bit of the code that cries out,
Yeah.
I'm a bug!
Yeah.
Right? And it's not a matter of grabbing a can of Mortine and spraying it on it.
No.
Right? You've got to find out what's wrong with it. But people will say to you, this should only take you a couple of minutes.
Exactly.
Why do you want to charge me $400?
The amount of time that is put, that it takes to actually have that code in there is a lot. The putting of the code itself, 2 minutes probably.
Wow.
But studying the entire thing to make sure that the code is where you need it to be and functions as how you want it to be, that takes a lot of time and skills. So that's what we are trying to portray as well. It's the actual stuff of putting it in there is great.
So that's the bad part.
Yeah, that's the bad part.
Okay.
Even with bugs, if we're asked to check a bug, it's not like, okay, it's removed, they're done. We have to check if we remove that. Did we cause even more problems, or did it solve everything?
That's the thing
That's
with bugs.
the scary thing. If
Bugs.
you remove a bug, what if removing that thing without doing any replacement or something causes more issues?
Yeah.
So
What about the fact that, like, say for instance, our Google review widget, right?
Oh yeah.
Which is a great widget. But all of a sudden, Google decide they want to change something.
Yeah.
They don't tell anyone, right? There's no message by Morse code, carrier pigeon, smoke signal saying, hey, Camel, we've changed something in our review that's going to screw up your widget. None of that. And then all of a sudden, the thousands of sites out there that have got the review widget are ready to lynch us, right? And send hitmen to our front door, right? Because their precious site has gone, and there's no more Google reviews, right? They don't understand.
Yeah.
That's not us.
yeah.
That was Dear Google.
Yep.
Duda might make a change. And it might be something so simple, they decide, there's no need to tell everyone, right? And God bless Duda, right? If it's important, of course I tell everyone.
Yeah.
And we have a widget, right? And all of a sudden our widget, because someone else has sneezed, the widget's caught a cold.
Yeah. The external factors
Yeah.
are in there as well. So
It's very hard to control that.
it gets really tricky. Basically, we're not saying that we won't do it. It's just that you have to understand that there's a lot that's gone through the thinking, the skills, analyzation of the situation, and everything. So when we say that it takes about this time, always remember that we've kept it as quickly as we can be. We're not out here to make to tell you that it takes 5 hours when it only takes 2. We value that integrity, and sometimes it just takes a lot of time actually.
So that's just the bad bit.
Yeah, that's just the bad bit.
Okay. Ugly?
Ugly, well,
What's ugly? What would be a typical ugly support thing? Well, they wrap together.
yeah, they're wrapped together.
Wrapped together?
Basically.
Yeah.
Because there's levels of it. At first it seems ugly. When you dive into it, man, that's nasty. Come on, I don't want to do that anymore. Yeah, but we can solve it. It just takes some patience, some time,
So your advice,
Advice, well,
not to be, so we get rid of the bad. Please understand, we're not mind readers.
yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have a crystal ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not PowerPoint.
Mm.
Things go wrong.
Yep.
Other people do things that make things go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it takes time to check it.
Yes.
Yes.
Right?
The checking is probably what consumes most of our time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so know that if there's a time that we said, it's not just something we plucked out of the air. It's something that we calculated to check how long we can check it and to get back to you and how to fix it.
Yeah, it's not like a motor car
Yeah.
where all of a sudden it's not going. Well,
Yeah.
it can only be a few things. It's got no electrics, no fuel.
Yeah, it's not that fixed.
That's it.
It's not a general thing.
No.
Yeah.
It's software, ladies and gentlemen, and that's the bad and the ugly. Now, I want to go to the good. What's good about the Camel support?
Well, for starters, now that you've mentioned the Google review,
Yep.
the amount of feedback that we got, well, of course, a lot of people wanted to lynch us, but those that
On
supported
the
us,
initial one, yeah.
the support, the relationship that we had with them, it's so wholesome. The comments that we've read, it really empowered the team. Our dev team felt good when they saw the comments for sure. Probably what I'm trying to say is, with support, if things go right and we develop a relationship with them,
Yep.
it's just so wholesome. It's such a pleasant experience that we've basically gained a friend
Yep.
where they can ask us some things. And mind you, TheCamel, as a fulfillment partner, as a solutions partner that's been going on for a lot now, we receive weird requests.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird?
It's
Weird.
non-standard. It's not something that you think of every day.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting, and that gets to open up a conversation with the customer, you
Yeah.
know. And then we get to know each other. We do random talks, and from there, it's basically just like talking
That's
to a friend.
crazy.
Yeah. If I bump into them at the road, they'll probably...
Oh, it's crazy. And it makes me, in a way, because we're in the Philippines, sometimes I wish we were in the US. And those people, you can have a cup of coffee with them, right? Because they come such good friends. One Deuter agency this morning, right? I mentioned his name. Love him to death. He's been with us for 8 years, right? As a partner, right?
Okay.
Anyway, he had a problem with a custom widget. And we built that widget 5 years ago. And he was so happy because we fixed it for free, which we do a lot, right?
Yeah.
That's why I'm not rich and famous. Anyway, he was so happy. And he sent me a message. And I understand my messenger has like, I don't know, 3,000 people on it, right? Because I think I'm second level support, right? But anyway, he said, Hodgie, I just want to thank you because it was like 5 years ago I built this thing, right? But he's a friend, this guy, right? He's like one of the family. And he said they fixed it for me and they didn't charge me. But I've got to ask her, I want to put a review, but I'm a bit concerned that if I mentioned it was 5 years old and I did it for free, that all these other people would hit you. Right?
Very considerate.
And I said to him, hey, because it was custom and maybe it didn't take long, right? I don't mind. But give us a review anyway. Yeah. But I think that's the bit to me. Like, Melody looks after one of our longest, biggest, hugest customers. You're like the account manager, relationship manager, boss, right? You name it. Would you say they're friends?
They're family.
They're family.
Yeah, I think that's one of the great things with the Camel support is once you build that relationship, it's like you start off as professional, and then sooner or later, once you build that trust and relationship, it goes from a friendship and then to a family members. As Hero said, sometimes we sneak in some chats like, hey, how are you doing? Yeah. Oh, the weather here is a bit rainy. How's yours? Oh, hope your weekend was grand.
Yeah.
It's just tiny stuff like that, and then they reply back, oh, yeah, it was good. I went to the beach last time. Oh, I went on this very nice vacation. One of them even sent me, hey, I went to this place. Here, I'll send you a picture of this cute animal I took. And we're like, oh, that's so sweet. Yeah. And by the way, here are some support stuff I need done. I'm considered it done.
Yeah,
it's not just business.
Yeah, I get it with Australian football, right? That, for instance, on the weekend there was a game in Brisbane where the most stupid decision of all time by the umpire. Okay, stupid. And next thing you know, I've got 10 people messaging me, they're customers, saying, Hodgie, what is going on with this game?
Yeah.
Nothing to do with Doodle websites, nothing to do with their business. They're just talking to me like away you go. People know I love Harleys. They know I love whiskey. They know I've got probably 5 or 6 Doodle agencies are all mad cooks. And we send each other recipes. I mean, it's crazy. I think we have 370 agencies that we deal with a lot. And, you know, I think there's a couple of thousand that we've dealt with over the time. And I can guarantee you, out of those 370, I know something about them, their family. I've watched their kids grow up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Basically it's a family that we've built.
But here's my point, right? Good question. When we're getting a new major account, I always tell them the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
And I tell them it's like any relationship. You don't really know bad habits until you get married and live with each other or live with each other. Right? We prefer they get married. We prefer that. We're a family-orientated business, folks. Yeah. But, you don't know what another person's like until you live with them.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they've got this dirty little habit. Yesterday, something funny, I did my Bible study and my book. What's dog-eared?
Oh, okay.
I should have seen Moomy. It was like I'd killed something. She freaked out because I dog-eared the page.
Why did you
And
do
she
that?
took the book off me and put it back and made it all flat. Little things like that, right? Yeah. That you pick your nose or you let go of wind or whatever. Who knows, right? You slurp your food. You don't know that stuff until you live with each other for a little while.
Yeah.
when we get a new account, it's one thing we tell them. Listen,
Important.
when we get together, you don't know each other until the relationship's going. You have a honeymoon, which is the quotation, that's a honeymoon. But then all of a sudden we start to live with each other, and then you will find things about us you don't like. We'll find things about you.
Yeah.
But guess what? What are the best relationships we've got? The longest ones we've got.
Yes.
Right? Those people that are out there, like AJ. AJ's like my brother.
Yeah.
Right? And he's been with us years. Nat Rosasco, right? You got Bill Sholly, you got, all the people, they are like family. But when we first started, oh my God, do you reckon we didn't find some problems? Right? Because the relationship was starting. But then all of a sudden, we do become mind readers.
Yeah.
Because we know how
them.
each other thinks. Because it's like in a relationship. You know, well, I better not do that.
Yeah.
The girlfriend would be pretty pissed.
There's indications.
Yeah. And you think of all your friends, you know what you can and can't do.
Yeah, you have that level of knowledge from all the years you spent and talk to each other.
And one of the most important things as well when working with someone for a certain amount of period of time, we understand each other. So when we say that things go wrong, they understand that things go wrong. If it goes wrong on their end, if it goes wrong on our end, we just get to talk about it and fix it. No drama involved.
Yeah.
So we always, another thing that we always say to customers, even if it's not big agencies, even if it's just standard one, we just say that, the first 5 projects may be a bit bumpy.
Yep.
Because, we're still testing the waters. We're seeing which parts of our process does not suit you, which of yours can we adjust to, and stuff. So once we get the ball rolling, it's going to be better, actually. So first 5 projects, probably expect that it's not going to be that smooth.
It's going to be a bump.
Yeah.
I think, that's the part where it's very crucial to always have communications with
Yeah.
each other. Like saying, hey, I noticed you did this. Can you do it next time to avoid this, or maybe just do it like that?
Sure.
That's very important to us. Those tiny comments, it helps us build, helps us build some notes or ideas on. All right, this person, this agency, they like to do things like that. We'll take note of it. Make sure that the next time it will be something perfect for them.
Yeah.
So do you notice, for instance, like ACN, if you get a mock-up back, have you got to the stage where you go, they're going to hate that,
Yeah.
and not even send it?
Yes.
And then you will say, change this, change that, because you just know them that well.
Yeah, if it's really a plain, I'm like, I know they won't like this, and I have to go back to the team. Hey, can you change this a bit? Because I know that they won't like it. Can you just change it? And funnily enough, that mock-up that we did site changes, they went down saying, oh, I love this. I want to use this for my site. I'm like, good idea.
Thank you.
Good idea.
So, to summarise, the bad, we're not crystal ballers, it's not PowerPoint, right? The ugly is pretty much, the good and the bad and the ugly are pretty much the same,
Yeah.
right? But the good, if the relationship is right, folks, everything else falls into place. However, good things take time. And as Hero said, the first 5 sites we do, it's going to be a bit bumpy. It might be you want to kill us, dump us, move to the other side of the room. That might happen. But the best thing to do is stick with us.
Yeah.
We stick with you, you stick with us. Because years down the track, it's going to be like what Melody said. She'll see a mock-up and go, oh, he's going to hate that.
Exactly.
Right? And away you go from there. But the other good thing about it is, it's like that customer that it was a 5-year-old custom widget.
Yeah.
But he's a member of our family.
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to charge him $75 to fix the thing when it takes 5 minutes? No.
And if it's a quick fix, no matter what it is, it's a website, a design, a widget. If it's fairly quick to do, we won't. We don't usually.
We don't do it.
We don't do it. Like I said, we're family oriented. We want the best for them.
Yes. And it's really strange because the Filipino culture is one of serving.
Yeah.
Right? So for us, it's real. It's not fake, you know what I mean? Like people turn around and go, I don't like that all the time. Yes, we are. Right? If you come to our house, that's the way we treat you. Right? That a good example. Right? I'm an Aussie.
Okay.
I cook lunch every day. My lunch is like a feast. because I'm a chef, I like to cook. Anyway, 2 weeks ago, I made this really beautiful Thai seafood thingy, right? And I made it for 5 people. Next thing you know, typical Filipino family,
Yeah.
right?
There's more than 5.
5 turn up. So there's 10. Now, as an Aussie, I'd be saying you better get on the thing, order Food Panda and get your own,
Yeah.
right? Why didn't you make an appointment? In the Philippines, there's no appointment. People just turn up.
Yeah.
You know what I did?
It just happens.
This is the bit that get me. I'm such a Filipino. I sat back there. I pulled Mumi across. I said, if I take one prawn off everyone, I can feed them,
Yeah.
right? And I can put one extra potato. I can do all that. And being Filipinos, I've got more rice than you need.
Yeah.
Right? So the whole Philippine culture is share. It's important to look after them and take care of them. Now, other nationalities like that too. But in the Philippines, it's like an obsession.
Yeah.
So if you've got a problem, it's natural for the camel mob to be obsessed. And that's going to do the good, bad and the ugly of support. We have gone overtime again. Christine Mendoza, the bug, Jason. Where's Jason? What's that?
Everyone can build a site, but not everyone can design a site.
He's right.
That's a very good statement.
Yes.
All right, Jason, round of applause. That's a bloody good comment, Jason. If it's so easy, knock it out yourself.
Yeah.
He's a Texan, you can tell. He's a Texan. Y'all knock it out yourself now, here. Right? The bug, Christian Mendoza.
Dancing.
Exactly, hero. The good because of the look behind you, Jeffrey.
Nah.
This
Teamwork.
Teamwork. Oh,
Yeah.
how come you saw that and I didn't see that?
Yeah. See?
Teamwork. All right. So, sponsor time.
Yeah.
Right. We've got to thank Pantene.
Yeah, of course.
Right, and the other shampoo, who we've got to look over there now.
Yep.
The other shampoo is nameless. San Miguel Pale,
Yes.
Valentine's Whiskey, Hyundai, KTM, Harley Davidson, special one, Gillette G2 for this mark here. Right? And like, if I cut my hair, do you know CM takes pictures?
Really?
And he posts them, right, of my cut head.
Oh no.
Thank God. We should put it up there next time. Who else is there?
Lomi.
Who?
Lomi.
Lomi. Lomi. Yeah, we went to a fantastic
I
place.
see your post.
Oh,
Really?
I'm serious.
You're eating Lomi now as well?
Yeah, oh yeah. I better-
Oh.
But I always wondered with Lomi if a chef took Lomi is a local dish,
Yeah.
Yes.
right? And when you first look at it, it looks like sewage, right? But it tastes so bloody yummy. Anyway, this Lomi, what was the name of it? Anyone know the name of it? The Lomi place?
I don't.
Which one
Right.
is that?
Lomi House. Well, not Lomi House. It's Lomi blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we'll post what the name was. Down the road, I always wondered if a chef made Lomi and Gotto, what would it taste like? Now I know.
Yeah.
The most sensational Lomi. Anyway, shut up. So we'll give them a plug. What else? My beautiful wife, my beautiful daughter. San Miguel, we've already thanked. Gillette, cut my face. That's it. Dream Puffs. Dream Puffs. Dream Puffs. Great. Where are they? Huh?
Oh.
You promised me. No Dream Puffs. Anyway, and of course, Duda, because
Yeah.
the Camel is powered by Duda. And last but not least, don't forget the Camel All Access, which if you're a newbie, you would be crazy. Oh, here we go. This is it. All right. I don't want a free lunch. Lomi Le Peño, which is Montebello Food House
Oh,
at
it's just down the road.
28 Purok 2, Barangay Tambal, Lipa City, Philippines. And do you know she used to work for McDonald's?
It's so smooth.
Right?
The way you read that.
I promise to read that.
that.
Right? Oh, away we go.
I'm always amazed. by
You're
your
amazed by my
Tagalog.
Tagalog.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, all access would be crazy. If you're a good newbie, this goes back to the relationship. Treat it as we're babysitting you
Yeah.
to be successful. Because we can build sites better than you can. We can support them better than you can. We can look after giving you value-added services.
Yeah.
So, host the site. Yeah, we do that, right? And it's either the same price or even cheaper than what you're paying Duda, right? but we can look after you to build your business. That's what the Camel Access is all about. We don't want to transfer 200 sites across. We won't say no.
Yeah, of
We
course.
won't say no. But we're after the newbies. AJ, he'll tell you as well. AJ, one of our longest, lovingest. He's a brother. Anyway, everyone else that commented, thank you so much. It was good. And that's it. Melody, as per usual, thank you. Nero, thank you. Clarissa, Jama, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, see you next week. Mwah. Bye.